If Tinubu had any case to answer in America, there would not have been an out-of-court settlement. Jesu Tega Onokwasa, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The current puerile attempt by the opposition to create a false impression that the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was ever involved in drug running in America should not normally warrant any response, but for the fact that ours is notoriously a climb of chronic amnesia, where what should ordinarily be permanently ingrained in the memories of all and sundry often needs to be reiterated and then reinforced again and again. It is truly astonishing that anyone claiming to possess the competence for public affairs commentary would attempt to rely on a matter disposed of by the legal advice of an out-of-court settlement to vilify the very beneficiary of such resolution and seek to cast aspersions on the integrity. For those who might not be familiar with how the law works in America and other common law jurisdictions, if not in absolutely all jurisdictions worldwide, for that matter, there can never be any room for out-of-court settlement if someone is actually implicated in criminal activities. Out-of-court settlement is completely different from plea bargaining, which involves admission of guilt and invariably culminates in conviction of the person involved. For Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to have had the boldness to actually sue the U.S. government over his frozen account is a testament to his confidence and his complete innocence of any involvement in the commission of any offense. Indeed, the investigation of the FBI itself must have come to a final conclusion that Tinubu was indeed absolutely blameless as the source of the forfeited amounts that was part of out-of-court settlement. This is the only thing that would have compelled the FBI to seek out-of-court settlement instead of being embarrassed in the court for hastily freezing the account of an innocent man. That is just how the law works. Indeed, that the matter involving the freezing of Tinubu's account back in the 90s was disposed of by way of out-of-court on settlement, coupled with the fact that the United States government itself then later issued a clear, unambiguous clarification on the matter, through which it gave Tinubu a clean bill of health and absolved him of any malfeasance or criminal record conclusively and permanently settles the matter. Anyone still insisted on fixating on it and thereupon peddling falsehood must either be the most unconscionably mischievous or downright sawdust-headed. Onokwasa, a lawyer and member of the All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council, writes from Abuja. Now, if you were actually coming to run for presidency and something of this is not a small issue, do you know that? This kind of allegation is what I call heavy. It's a heavy allegation. If you're coming out to run for anything, even if it is in your place of work, and this kind of rumor starts spreading, I mean, if they call you, you don't even need to be called. You have to go and clear your name. This kind of thing is a mess. Do you understand? It is even going to be, imagine you're not even running for anything and you will want to clear your name, not to even talk of the fact that you are actually running for something. My own is, come out and address this thing yourself. All these people who are coming to say it for me, they were not there with you when this thing happened. I mean, you are the one that knows the Genesis, to the Revelation, to the Leviticus, to the Numbers, to the Deuteronomy of this particular issue. So come out and clear it yourself. Do you understand? People coming out to say things for him. The thing, it is like, Nando dear, were you there when it happened? Hello? Were you there when it happened? Huh? You were not there when it happened, so for that reason, he should come out himself and clear his name himself. Many of those applauding criminals that want to rook Nigeria will regret it. You cannot blame God because God has been magnanimous enough to expose them before irreversible mistakes again. It has been showing to you this day who you should vote for in 2023 if it is the known criminal who was indicted in Chicago court but negotiated and forfeited dollars and property to escape jail terms, or the one that has clean record. Choose one as a president. In peace I come. And that is, like I said, come out and defend yourself. And Nigerians, they should not be tomorrow raising hand on head and you're saying, Ademo, we did not know. No. A lot of things, I've said it, you see, this particular election should be the model of election because a lot of these people have been exposed. You should not say you allow stomach infrastructure to cover your eyes, or you allowed nepotism to cover your ears, or you allowed religious bigotry to cover a sense of reasoning or rationality. Now, I'm telling you, a lot of these presidential candidates, many of them, most especially the ones that are household names, people, we know about these people. Do you understand? It is not a thing of their past is not hidden. So that tomorrow you're not going to come and say, I did not know he will be like this. Because a lot of people were like, for this sitting administration, they were like, oh, this sitting administration, they know him. I mean, they just knew that he was actually a major general. They did not know things about him then. But now, we are Nigeria more wiser. I mean, we can get information on the click of, a system or a computer. You should find about those people. This is why I'm even saying, do your research about those people. So that you don't get to support somebody based on just, based on what is not there. Okay. Plea bargain is an indictment. It is to mitigate sentence or reduce punishment. In the Chicago case, Tinubu was indicted and he forfeited money in his account as restitution. Okay. Clever by half reasoning. If you had no case to answer, why go for a plea bargain? Such a character is objectively morally unfit to be president. Should be told, only a fool will reason otherwise. Except he wants to tell me that they swindled him into this. No, like I said, and the only person who we are going to be hearing from is himself. Do you understand? Had he been saying don't come outside, self, can't say okay, on top of this matter, this is what happened. Bye, Lucy Shelley. Do you understand? We are not going to be talking about these things. But because the fact that he's not even coming out to talk about these things, number one. Then number two, how do I even put it? He leaves people to come outside and keep saying things. And the thing be said, those people were not actually there with him. So how did they know what happened? All this thing that happened, how? Okay, I'm watching how some gullible people are discrediting the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't understand. The next president, have they done the election? Some people are funny. You. Don't you know that there is out-of-court settlement or plea bargaining in law? An out-of-court settler is as guilty as charged. Me, I know I'm not a lawyer, but an out-of-court settlement, if you're guilty of something, you understand? Or maybe you're guilty or they swindled you into it. Maybe you are being accused, and maybe the judge never say, they're guilty, and the contrary say to the way to get out of it when nobody's believing you. Except you want to tell me that is what happened here. But we cannot know because he's not coming out to even tell us anything. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for